Hi guys! So you guys wanted me to show you a few games that I play to help me learn some signs. I will show you 3 games that I use to help me study some new signs that I'm learning. So let's get started. I can't really sign while I show you these games, so start CCs now. Go! The first game is a lot like the game Let's Play Zoo or Big Booty. If you've played either of those games, then you already know how to play. This is a good group game. You need at least 4 or 5 people to make it work. So usually this would be good for a classroom because you can do it with as many people as you want. A classroom, a club, the more people the merrier. So how this game works. The first thing you do is everyone needs to pick one sign for themselves. So usually there's a category, like whatever you're learning in class. Like if that day you learned animals in class, then everyone's going to pick an animal sign to be their own sign. No repeats. They should be all different signs. So let's say I pick turtle, because I always pick turtle, because turtle, it's so freaking cute. That or platypus. But either way, how the game works is you start by setting a rhythm. Slap, slap, clap. Slap, slap, clap. And then one person will start. And what you do is you do slap, slap, sign your sign. Then slap, slap, you sign someone else's sign. So if somebody else is platypus, then I just sign their sign. So they have slap, slap, and then they have to sign their sign, and then someone else's sign, like if someone had cat. And then the person who's cat, slap, slap, has to sign cat, and then dog. Goes around in any order you want. You just kind of pick a random sign, and it's a great way to learn some new vocab. It's also really fun. If you're with a group of people that have played it a lot, it gets really fast and really intense, and you don't have any time to think, oh, your sign's cat, what's the sign for cat? No, you have to know right away, your sign is cat, and it has to be all one thought process because you only got that much time to do it. So it gets really fun and intense. It's good icebreaker if you're in a club, or a good end of class game or beginning of class game. It's just good to kind of help you remember some vocab. And you can do it with any kinds of vocab. You can do it with animals, you can do it with family members, you can do it with numbers, though that'd be weird. Anything. Any vocab you learn that day will be the choice signs for you guys. I know we've done it with just random vocab, because we've learned just conversation vocab, and we did it with that. So you can literally do it with anything. You just have to pick a sign. Second game, it's like sign language telephone. And if anyone knows how to play telephone, it's when you whisper a word into someone's ear, and then that person whispers it to the next one, and the next one, next one, until you get to the end of the line, and the last person says it, and it never turns out to be what the first person said. We use that in sign language to practice finger spelling. So what it is you're all in a line facing the front of the classroom or the front of whatever room you're in, and the person in the back of the line is going to tap on the person in front of them. That person's going to turn around and watch the person in the back sign a word, any word. They could sign dog, and then the next person has to turn around, tap on the person in front of them. They're going to turn around, you're going to show them the sign, and they're going to pass it on to the person in front of them, pass it on to the person in front of them, until you get to the front, and that person has to sign the sign for that word. So if they did dog, then you have to sign dog. And it gets fun if you use really big words. I know we've played it where the word at the end was literally nothing like the word at the beginning, because sometimes people like to be tricky and sign really fast finger spelling, or they pick a word that has a lot of double letters, and that's really hard to see in sign language. So it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to practice finger spelling because the alphabet is so important in sign language. So important. So you have to be able to finger spell. Third game. This is a game that you play with less people, 2 people. If you ever played patty cake kind of games, you've probably played concentration. This is essentially that game. But instead of saying the words, you're going to sign them. And how it works, you pick a category, and then both of you have to bounce off saying words from that category. So if I pick animals, then I'm going to say an animal, then the other person's going to say an animal, then I'm going to say an animal again, and it goes back and forth in rhythm until somebody stumbles or repeats an animal. So I play this game with sign language in that instead of saying the words, you sign them. So you slap on your thighs twice, and instead of doing the slap slap thing like you actually do, you sign a word. So I would do slap slap platypus, and then the other person might do slap slap monkey, and then I would have to come up with another animal within that slap slap. And It's hard. It's a great way to kind of make you use signs that you don't use a lot, because you are going to run out of your normal vocab fast. So you've got to think of all those random signs you learn that you don't really use often. You have to have kind of like a referee there to decide whether you're signing the right sign for the word, and if you sign the wrong sign, you lose. If you repeat a sign, you lose, and if you can't think of a sign fast enough, you lose. It's very competitive, a lot of fun, and yeah, I'll give you a bonus game. It's Hangman. Exactly how you think it is. It's Hangman. You play Hangman, and people have to raise their hand and sign a letter, and then you have to play Hangman and write if the letter's there or if it's not there. At the end, if they are going to guess the word, they have to sign the word, not fingerspell the whole word. They have to sign it. So if the word is butterfly, they have to sign butterfly. Okay, so those are the games that I like to play to help me learn some vocab. These are all games that I use with my sign language club. And I hope you guys use them. Feel free to share this video with your class or with your club so you guys can play some of these games. I think they're a lot of fun. They help me a lot. They help my club members a lot. It's great for bonding. It's great for learning. Okay, thanks for voting for this video. If you want to vote for what video I should make next, make sure to follow me on Twitter. That's where I put these polls. And yeah, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.